All right. Welcome back to another episode of Finding the Fantastic podcast. I'm Colleen. I'm the one who started doing this thing called Finding the Fantastic, which is basically finding something fantastic in between the hustle of surviving life and achieving life. It's what's going on in between, right? Because let's face it, we all gotta survive every day. We gotta go through it. We gotta go to bed, wake up, do it again. Go to bed, wake up, do it again. So I'm figuring, let's find something fantastic in between no matter what, whether or not you're stuck in traffic, whether or not you got your key stuck in your car, whether or not you had a flat tire, whether or not you got to eat spinach for dinner. Nothing against my spinach lovers. But today I want to talk about the fact that you are not as fat as you think you are. And I have a bigger, deeper meaning behind that. But point number one is you're really not as fat as you think you are. Society makes you feel like you're some huge person and you're not. You're beautiful and you're not that fat. Okay? But my point behind it is, why are we so intent on covering up what we are scared of or what we think our faults are or our weaknesses are? Why are we always about covering it up? We only want to talk and share about our skills and our interests and our successes. When in reality, the things we're scared of and the things we're not good at are all a part of what make us up. They're a part of who we are as a human being and a person. And it doesn't come off, it's not negative. That doesn't mean it's a negative thing. So for example, one of my weaknesses is I can't spell. Okay? Can't do it. Just can't spell. I got learning disabilities, doesn't matter, whatever. I just can't do it. A lot of people are grammatarians out there and they're like, all right, you got to put the apostrophe here. What are you doing, Colleen? What are you doing? So I always would have this huge fear of getting up and having to write something on the board. I'm freaking out, super freak out, wouldn't do it. Until one day I was like, no, I'm going to tell people that I can't spell. I'm just going to be honest and authentic about it. Be like, dude, I can't do this. Okay, can't do it. So the second I started actually sharing this weakness of mine, people were like, it's okay, we can overlook it, it's fine. And I was like, oh my God, are you serious? My whole life I've been sweating bullets over this. But the second I decided to share a part of who I am out publicly, it's okay. Should have thought of this years ago. High school, middle school, man. Anyways, people need to share what makes them scared or their weaknesses, because that's all about a part of who you are. Is important. You should do it. Don't be intimidated by it. Let's say public speaking is not your thing, right? Or, oh my God, Facebook living is not your thing. It freaks you out, right? Whatever, admit it, man. And if you want to do it anyways. Get on Facebook Live and be like, I'm scared to death. I mean, if you got to pause there for a second or two, we'll work through it with you. But if you literally admit it ahead of time, and it's not even admitting it, it's just sharing it, because again, it's part of who you are as a human. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's let's say maybe you don't talk well publicly. You just can't get the words out, and you ums and ooms and whatever, man. Admit it. It makes up who you are, and it's important, and we want to know about that. Don't cover it up. Don't cover up these faults. Don't cover up these weaknesses. All right? Yeah, we want to know about your interests and your hobbies and your successes, but we kind of also want to know what makes you tick in terms of what you're scared of. I'm scared to death of spiders. I'm telling you right now, if one would have come down right now, I would cry. I'd flip the camera. I'd be gone. I'm scared to death of them. That's just part of who I am. What makes me up? What's your thing? What are you scared of? What's your weakness? Start sharing it with people and make sure that we tell people it's okay. So understand and realize, back to point A, you're not as fat as you think you are. And don't view it as a negative thing. You're a beautiful human being. Find something fantastic in your scares and your weaknesses and do something that scares you every day. All right, that's all I got for the podcast, because again, we try to keep it short around here. Gotta go. See you later. Podcasting out.